Hello, welcome to another episode of Passion to Profession. Our today's guest is Mrs. Charnamrit Sachdev, who is a senior journalist and documentary filmmaker. Let's invite her over and hear about her story. Let's welcome Mrs. Charnamrit Sachdev. Hello, could you please introduce yourself to our viewers? Tell us more about yourself.
Hi guys. Myself Charnamrit Sachdeva, and I am a journalist by profession, and I'm an independent journalist and a filmmaker, and I work for international publications and production houses as well as national media. But my focus and interest lies in human interest stories. So if you see a lot of my stories, they revolve around uh, normal people, like just another who are doing something different, who are different, and who are special in every aspect. So a case-based story are always my focus.
Oh, that's really wonderful. So tell us about your journey, how you became a journalist.
How it's been a long journey. It's been over a decade now, and so I was always very passionate, very passionate about journalism. So I've grown up always dreaming of about being a journalist. So I was very young. I think I was in class 4 or 5. Everybody even makes fun of me even now when I talk about this. So I used to watch these TV news anchors, and I used to be very fascinated with their job. And I used to spell journalism as generalism,
Oh,
GENERALSM.
yeah.
So so that was the sort of obsession. But as I grew up, obviously, and then I did my graduation in political science honors, and then eventually I did my mass communication journalism. And it has been an incredible journey. Like initially, obviously, you have to start from something you're not very attracted to. So I was never very keen on entertainment journalism, or running behind people to have a bite. I always wanted to have a sit down conversation. So
Okay.
initially I started up my career with entertainment journalism, but eventually 11 years down the line I am where I'm supposed to be.
So when you were doing your entertainment journalism, wasn't it like really fascinating meeting all the stars and famous celebrities and all? Of course, this is what must be there in that job.
Of course, like initially it's always that kick. Oh, today I'm gonna interview so and so. Today I'm gonna interview this celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
But you get so used to it, and that was something not my forte. I'm sure there are a lot of people, with all due respect, there are a lot of people who are very fascinated with that. But
Mm-hmm.
that was not my interest always. So
Okay.
I always wanted to meet new people,
Mm-hmm.
understand their journeys, understand their stories, understand their struggles, and understand their challenges and put it forward before people. Like what are there is a world and there is a life beyond celebrities as well. So that's what
Yeah,
interested me.
definitely, definitely. Working with the real people and knowing about exact reality is what I think really fascinated you, right? As you are growing up now.
True that.
Yeah. So tell me one more thing. Like, do you have any mentor for yourself?
Honestly, no. I only grew up watching myself doing any something or the other better only in whatever I was been doing.
Okay.
So
So you believe
yeah,
in that ideology of, competing with your own self, right?
absolutely, absolutely.
Be a better version of yourself every, second day is what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
If you have a particular person as your mentor, the moment you reach his or her level, your journey will end there. What will you look forward to then?
Hmm. Okay, tell me one thing. Like currently, what is your genre? Like, which kind of documentaries do you make currently, and all that? Like, what is it currently you are doing?
I am working on a couple of projects. I was in Kashmir for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and we were making a film, a documentary film there. I can't reveal a lot of details about it
Yeah,
right
then
now because it's still in pipeline. So a lot of again human interest stuff,
mm-hmm.
and there are more films, more projects that that we are working on, but again, very very rural based,
Mm-hmm.
and very like local, involving local people. How are they doing incredibly in their small areas, in their small zones. So picking up big stories from small areas is what I'm working on right now.
This is more of an investigation that you keep on doing, right?
Research, you may say.
Search.
Investigation will be a hard word.
Okay, research,
So
research.
in certain aspects, yes, when you have to investigate on a few things,
Because
yes, we do, but
when the
research is
word sorry, I'm cutting you, but when the word journalist comes, so for a layman, this is what it comes in our mind, that journalists, you have to really investigate also things, also kind of a detective work also is kind of involved in here. Like you have to find new stories and all that. Research is a lot of research that you have to do. So how easy is it for this research, or is it like hard, as you were just saying that you were doing a project on Kashmir, and it's a very sensitive area of our country. So how would you describe it, like, because it's quite sensitive, and I think in the previous years we've seen so many attacks and all that going on there. So, have you ever encountered anything like that also there when you were shooting for or making your documentary?
See, it all depends. Again, I said I can't reveal a lot of details about that whole journey there, but equally, it all also depends on the type of film and the type of journalism you're looking at. So, Kashmir comes with different aspects. It's not only about the attacks. It's, a person could be making a film on culture. A person could be making a film on nature and beauty in Kashmir. So
Yeah,
it all depends on what area of that particular genre you are covering.
yeah,
So
because
in terms of journalism also,
Mhm.
it's the same. So
Yeah.
investigative journalism is absolutely different from what other journalism includes.
Yeah, because Kashmir also holds a very strong heritage, which, with all this going on, it was kind of diminishing also. So it really needs to be revoked again. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
True.
true. So tell me about your favorite journalist. I mean, there must be somebody you are also admiring, or,
Favorite journalist? I. It makes me sad to say nobody from India.
no worries. Anybody in
All
the
due
world.
respect. Yeah. So I have this. There's this. I mean, the lady, the first woman, international woman, the foreign lady I started working with.
Mm-hmm.
So I really looked up to her, honestly, if you ask me. But because she changed my whole perception and view about journalism.
Okay.
So her name is Helen Roberts. She's based in UK,
Okay.
and I was working with her on a lot of international. Like we used to cover India extensively for international media,
Yeah. Okay.
and she was the one who gave me that opportunity at first.
Oh,
So I really look up to her.
that's really nice. That's really nice. So, tell me one thing. Like when you were working in Kashmir, I mean, I can understand that you don't want to reveal what you were working on, but as backhand, the families. I mean, here also, when we say, okay, let's go out for a holiday, let's plan it for Kashmir. Everybody, is very skeptical, and we're like, नहीं कहीं और चलते हैं. Let's, फिर चलेंगे. We try and delay it. So how does your family deals with that? Because I'm sure there must be a lot of insecurities for the family members who are back, in town. So how do
Yeah.
you and they deal with that?
See, number one, it depends on the area where you are.
Hmm.
Number two, it depends on. Of course, there were challenges because I was like there would be a shutdown over the phone, over the internet, without even prior notice. So your family would just be very,
Hmm.
scared of what's going to happen there. But it's a very temporary thing because if I used to call them, honestly, I used to call them every now and then from somewhere the other because if the landlines are working, I used to call them from landlines and tell them, okay, it's all fine, I'm all right. So they were okay. Initially, there were a lot of hesitation.
I
not
mean,
only from
frankly
my immediate
speaking,
family
if
members.
if my loved one is there out, and I know there's a little bit of danger, I'll be a paranoid person. Like, oh my God, I cannot get through. I can't, So I would be like this. So I mean,
Justified. That's even justified because you're believing to whatever is being shown,
yeah.
right? So possibly, ground report is could be possibly a lot different from what is being perceived by people on the what is shown on the channel than what is being perceived by people. So the
Hmm.
ground reality could be absolutely something different.
Okay.
So it's beautiful and it was a beautiful journey. I love being there. I can't wait to go there again and I feel safe there.
That's really nice and very brave of you to say that again, right? Okay, so tell me one thing. So you're married and you have your family also. So how do you maintain that balance between your work and your family? Because as you were saying that, of course, you must be staying in Kashmir for longer periods also. Outdoors are mandatory for you. So how do you maintain that balance in your life?
Family I had even before marriage. It's just that it was apart from it was not my husband, it was my parents.
Mhm.
So the balance was there also. They understood. So um, my husband he's supportive. He understands my nature of work, and because it's been a couple of years. Honestly, it's been 6 years that we are married, and we had been dating before for a while. So he understand my nature of work plus that I'm a travel freak.
Okay.
He knows if I stay home anyway, I'll go bonkers.
So
So
are you staying with
the
your
balance,
in-laws? Are you staying with your
yes,
in-laws also? So they are also that
yes.
cooperative with you and
Of course.
yeah. Okay, that's
Everybody in the
the best
family is
thing.
working, and yeah,
Okay.
everybody in the family is working, and they understand. Like
Okay.
I'm possibly not following my profession. I'm just following my passion, as you say, from passion to profession.
Yeah,
So
so probably the scenario in your family that the entire mindset of the family is like a very broad-minded kind of an environment where you are living in. Because generally in we may say that we have really progressed a lot, but still, we come across many females who really have to struggle for this also. What happens is like you want to be consistent in something, but somebody in your family says something or something just comes up to you and you try and hold yourself back. So there's nothing like that with you. You are really blessed for that, right?
true that is. See, it's not only about it wasn't only about Kashmir. Even like I go for stories here, Haryana, UP. I cover pan India, right? So and things something or the other is always there in some. The moment you're out of your house, that
Mm.
that little uneasiness will always be there.
Security is
But it
always there.
depends.
Yeah.
True, but it all depends on you how you address that situation.
Yeah.
If they are uncomfortable, it's my responsibility to make them understand and make them comfortable of what I want to do. That's the only way I'll be able to do what I want to do.
This is what I wanted to ask you, that yes, the what do you call it, the dialogues are definitely there in the family, the conversation is definitely there regarding this. Because generally what happens is like we have to make the other person understand that what is it going on. Because जब तक हम कुछ बोलते नहीं है, कुछ अपने बारे में बताते नहीं है, कोई भी वो सोच नहीं सकता, परसीव नहीं कर सकता कि क्या हो रहा है। तो वो कन्वर्सेशन और वो डायलॉग बहुत ज्यादा, फैमिली बॉन्डिंग बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी भी होती है, राइट?
I think communication is the key.
कम्युनिकेशन इज द की, हाँ। और कभी काफी टाइम, as I was just mentioning before also, we hold ourselves back because we are like बात नहीं करते हैं, मगर सोच लेते हैं कि नहीं, उसको बुरा लग रहा है तो let me step back. So that shouldn't be the scenario. One should really come up and talk whatever you want to. If you want to progress in your life, of course you need your family support, then only you can. That is definitely there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now tell me one thing. What is your ultimate goal in your life?
What is my ultimate goal? So I honestly I work a lot towards stories that could possibly bring some sort of social change.
Hmm.
So that's my ultimate goal, to in whatever best way I'm able to do something for the society to bring a social change, change that
Exactly.
is needed,
That's true.
that is
That's true.
required.
Hmm.
And if I have a platform, if I am a journalist, if I'm given that, if I'm blessed with that opportunity to do that, why
Definitely.
not use it in the right way and do that? So if I'm able to do even bit for the society through following my passion, I want to do that.
कुछ कहीं पे फर्क नजर आया कहीं पे कुछ कुछ तो चेंज you when you start when you start following your heart your passion कहीं ना कहीं तुम्हें कुछ ना कुछ नजर आने लग जाता है that's what I feel when you follow your heart so did you find any change anywhere something is happening I mean at your end can you see that
It does. See, honestly, I don't boast about it, and I don't really do it with an aim ki acha mujhe, I have to gain some attention with it.
mm-hmm.
But as you have asked me, so it is like, they have done a lot of stories with people with special medical conditions, like rare disorders
Okay.
and medical disorders,
Mm-hmm.
who can't, who possibly don't even know what they're suffering from, and they come from such rural areas that, let alone the whole medical arrangement they could possibly have in their area, they don't even know whether they have a cure or what is their condition called. So I have gone to such places, met the family, spoken to them, covered their stories, then spoken to doctors. Then my stories have been published, and then there have been crowdfunding for those people, and their treatment has been done, and they're living a blessed
So,
life now.
so this is basically a very, very big change because, uh, we generally, of course, I know people who would like to donate and all that, but, donation is one bit, you just hand over something. But going there and putting it so much of an effort for somebody is actually, it means a lot, a lot.
Yeah.
And I would definitely say that we need many more people like you in our society to bring that change in our society it's not just in our society in all around in the world आई वुड से
Yeah.
पूरी दुनिया को आपके जैसे लोगों की बहुत ज्यादा और जरूरत है कि जो कि अपने बारे में नहीं सोच के दूसरों के बारे में सोचे बिकॉज यस you have this platform where you can get in touch with the doctors and you can collaborate with them and get it done for the others so I'm sure you must be getting so many blessings from those parents and children as you have mentioned that they don't even know what is it that they are suffering from so this is something really really good really good and god bless you for that really that's really
And I'd
really
also like to mention, when doctors, some of the doctors I've met and who have treated and operated on such patients,
mm-hmm.
and they have agreed to literally, and they are from big hospitals like Apollo and some other big brands. They have actually gone up to an extent of treating them and operating them, doing the surgeries free of cost.
I'm sure if you are doing so much they can do this bit I am sure I mean this is
Yeah.
hats off to you this is all your effort that you had put in and I mean it makes me really happy to talk to people around who are so much inclined towards helping others so this is really really nice I'm so glad that I got you on board to have this conversation with you I'm so really glad for
Thank
that
you so much. My
so,
pleasure.
okay, tell me one thing. We all have, learned a lot from this 2020, the pandemic, which really hit the world hard. So, what was your intake from that?
My intake, I don't know. For me, it actually, honestly, I was still on my toes because my work was such. Even if it was, I was in COVID. I wasn't. I wasn't in COVID. I was still running around the streets and understanding the situation when the migrants were leaving. So I was doing that. But one thing I understand, it won't be related to me directly, but
Mm,
it would be how the perception of people have changed drastically,
yeah.
like towards, not towards their work life, towards their personal life, everything. People who did not appreciate what they had professionally,
Mm,
they were all up for it.
yeah.
People who were not appreciating the personal space they were into,
Mm,
they were all loving it.
Mm.
So that's, I think that's my understanding of what I have learned about people. I don't think so I've learned anything new about myself because I was busy still learning about people and the situations outside my own space.
That's true.
That's just me.
No, but still, that's nice. That's nice to hear. So, before I wind it up, I would like to ask you one last question. So, where do you see yourself from, from next 5 years? Where do you see yourself now?
Definitely not on a stage receiving an award for anything, because that's not what I aim for.
Mm.
But maybe maybe more public about the changes that I want to bring, because that's the only way to bring changes. If
That's.
I am not more vocal and public about the changes that are needed, so
Mm.
I am hopeful. um, I have a few plans in my mind about doing some films,
Mm.
which I'm pretty sure will bring a drastic social change. So
Mm.
in 5 years, I'm sure I'd be able to do that.
That's really wonderful, and I really wish you all the best for that and good luck. And I loved it when you just said that not definitely taking an award, because generally what happens is like we do something to get something. But I love this attitude of yours that you want to do things just to bring the change in the society, unlike that you want to gain something. It's just that you're a giver and you just want to give it to the world. So god bless you for that. And it is really commendable whatever you are doing. It's really nice. So I really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much for coming to our show and giving your precious time to us. Thank you
Thanks.
so
Thank
much.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Pleasure was mine. Thanks.
Thank you.